Hi again guys, I wanted to share with you my fabulous new sticker mod here. This thing looks absolutely wonderful. This is a Pochmann Super Teraminx. So just in case you haven't seen my videos or anybody else's on Pochmann Supercubes or Supercubes in general, basically the idea is with this, you on the regular Teraminx you've got say 5 of these inner corner pieces on the white face, all exactly the same, so they can go in any position, any of these 5 positions, and the puzzle will still be solved. Whereas this, each centerpiece has got a specific position. So you can see, like, you've got orange bars, and they always point to the orange face. The green bars always point to the green face, etc. So if you can imagine the corner here that's got green and orange on it, it can only be at this particular position between the green and orange. Any other position around there, and it won't be solved. So they're not hugely difficult or anything. I have got quite a collection of these. I've got a couple more here, throwing them around. So here you can see I've got the Megaminx version, which is really just a Supercube where you have center orientation. I've got the Gigaminx here, which is obviously the next step down from the Teraminx, and the Teraminx itself. So having solved the Gigaminx, I don't expect to have a huge extra challenge. With this one, it's going to be a longer solve. It doesn't take longer, that's for sure. But it's not going to add really any much more extra difficulty than the Gigaminx. But that's fine by me. I enjoy solving them. That's why I buy them, obviously. So let's get this thing scrambled up. You might have seen my recent unboxing video of this one. It's a really good puzzle. I might have been a little bit too gushing with the praise of it, to be honest. I've solved it again since then, and it does turn well. It's not terrible or anything, but it is a little bit kind of grindy still, sort of thing. I still think there might be a little bit more flashing to wear away on it still at the moment, and some of the pieces are slightly loose, so there might be slight tension issues on this. But yeah, this thing is going to look absolutely mental when it's scrambled. That's all the Pochmann Supercubes do, but the more you add to them, the higher order they get, the more crazy they look. With all the extra coloured bars everywhere, they just look even more crazy than the regular puzzles. Regularly stickered puzzles is what I'm trying to say there. Yeah, you can see it's not like I'm having any difficulty turning this or anything. But you can see there, I don't know if there, you can see that some of the pieces sometimes separate like that. It's like they're slightly too loose. I don't know whether it is a looseness problem. I haven't lubed this, so I might get to that soon and see if that helps. Well, obviously it will help things, but I don't like to do it too early on especially on big puzzles, because wearing them in, breaking them in, does tend to make a big difference. So I'll probably get through this solve here before I do it, try any lube on it, and see if things improve any further. But as I said, please don't think I'm saying this is a bad puzzle. I mean, it's really not. I mean, considering the complexity, it's absolutely fabulous puzzle, you know. Vastly superior to the Cube for You version, which, from what I understand from other people, is essentially unusable. So yeah, please don't buy a Cube for You one, even though they're a lot cheaper. They are apparently complete junk. It's not always true, it's not always the case, but apparently in this case it is, from what I've heard of other people who've tried them. So yeah, I think we're about getting there now, guys. Got most of the pieces separated from their neighbours. Oh no, we've got some brown stuff there that's not. And some of the other stuff there that needs to be done. And I think we're about there. Oh, what have I done? Yeah, it helps if you turn it in the right position, of course. Okay, I think we can call that scrambled now. So I'll go away and give it a solve and get back to you with some more thoughts once I've done so. Okay then, as you can see, the Pochmann Super Teraminx is solved again. Look at this thing, it's so good to have this thing back solved. It is a wonderful, wonderful looking puzzle. It really does look fantastic. I think this may be my favourite out of all my Pochmann puzzles. I think it looks superb. I don't know whether it's because the thicker coloured bars on them or what, but I just think the colour scheme and the faces just, oh, I really think this is a beautiful, stunningly beautiful puzzle, in fact. Almost better than the 13 by 13, I think. I just think it looks wonderful. But anyway, yeah. The solving process was as expected, but since I solved, you know, the Gigaminx and lots of high order Pochmann super cubes, it doesn't come as a huge surprise. You know, it's if you came to it blind, it'd probably be quite a bit more challenging to you. But you know, once you've solved lower order versions, it's just like high order cubes. You know, you're just doing more of the same thing. You're not really adding any more difficulties, just a longer solving process. Some people don't like that, I do. And plus they look fabulous like this. Really it's the centerpieces that cause more difficulties than the edges, because the edges are just the same as they always were. They've got the coloured stripes on, but it doesn't actually change the way you need to solve them, and the corners are the same. But so really it's just the centres that have a different solve on these Pochmann super cubes. And yeah, towards the beginning you can solve them pretty much the same way as you normally would. You just have to use specific pieces rather than any old white piece. For example, if you're doing the white face, you have to get well, any face of course, you have to get exactly the right piece in when you're doing your block building, whereas on the regular one you've just got to get any old piece in the right position, any old white piece in the right position on the white face, if that's making sense. I'm not explaining that very well, but anyway. Yeah, so towards the end of the block building of the centerpieces, you end up having to use commutators to move things around. I did try using a few other methods when I first started solving, not this one, the Gigaminx, when I did that, and I did struggle a little bit. I found like 5 cycles of things, but they were too complicated to follow. But eventually I found a nice commutator that worked. Developed it myself, and I use it all my high order cubes now, in fact. So yeah, that's a nice little thing to discover, a commutator that works on all kinds of puzzles. I use it on all sorts of puzzles, on shape-shifting cuboids and all sorts. So I'm really glad I found that little commutator. It's becoming very useful over the last couple of years. So yeah, I don't really think there's much else to say about this one, guys. It's a fabulous looking puzzle. If you fancy trying out one of these, then contact Oliver Stickers. He makes wonderful quality stickers, but bear in mind you're going to have a long stickering job ahead of you to get this beast stickered. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.